If you've recently had a baby like me within the past month and you're looking for some movements to start incorporating into your day, this is the video for you. Hi, I'm Roxanne, a certified nurse midwife, and this is Harvey, my 1-month-old baby, and we're going to be moving through our early postpartum recovery program, week 3. I am 5 weeks postpartum, so you can move through a program at your own pace and kind of move through it to where you feel ready to move to the next week. But it is a 4-week program that you can incorporate into the first month before you go back to the gym. This workout is incorporated into 2 parts. The first part is breathing, where we're reconnecting with our core and our pelvic floor in different positions. And then the second part is the first week of our core progression program for postpartum, where we're actually starting to strengthen our core, not just breathe. So let's start with our breathing movements. And if you are like me, your baby comes with you everywhere. So if you need to take a break at any point during this video to pause and tend to your baby, love on them, feed them, change their diapers, whatever they need, that is totally okay. This workout may take you 10 minutes to do if they are content the entire time, or it may take you a little bit longer depending on how many breaks you need to take for your baby. So let's get started with our breathing movements while my baby is content. So we're going to be doing all of our breathing movements in an all-fours position. So this is where our wrists are underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips. And then for the first one, we're just going to breathe here. And when we're doing our breathing movements, we're thinking about inhaling 360 into our rib cage, not into our belly. So you're going to feel your rib cage expand outwards as well as back. And then on our exhale, we're feeling our pelvic floor engage and pull up. I like to use a forceful exhale to kind of connect a little bit more with the core and turn it on, since we're still trying to create those connections right now. So on our inhale, feeling that expanse. Exhale, feeling the pelvic floor pull up. And in this all fours position, while we're here, we're thinking about still engaging in our core, not just slouching down. We're bringing our hips and our ribs together, or feeling like it's almost trying to touch your belly or flowing the way to turn that core connection on. And when we're here, we're doing 5 or 10 breaths, going as slow as it needs. Next, we're going to come on down to our forearms and kind of round in our back. And we're going to be going into our back expansion breathing dress. So this is where we're going to be breathing into where our draw line strap is, or the middle of our back. On our inhales, that's where the expanse is happening. And then exhale, still pulling up in our pelvic floor. After you do that for about 5 to 10 breaths, we're going to move on to our cat-cows. So inhaling wherever feels natural for you. For me, it's when I splay my ribs out, and the exhaling as I round in my back. Inhaling, drop the belly down. Exhale, wrapped in our spine. And when I'm here, on my inhale, I like to bring my hands almost energetically towards my knees to kind of get them a little bit deeper, and then press the floor away as I round up my stomach. And after you've done 5 to 10 reps of those, we can move into our side body lengtheners. So for this one, we're still in hands and knees. Our hand is going to reach out in front of us and then kind of pull away from that side to feel that stretch on that side bodies. When we're here, we're again thinking about where is our rib cage. We're still keeping it connected with the body. So again, if someone was trying to touch your baby, you're pulling away or bringing your rib cage and your hip bones together to stay connected in the core. So hands and knees, reaching one arm out and across energetically, and then breathing into that rib cage here. And then making sure to switch sides. If, for instance, when you're doing these, baby needs to be held, you can do a seated variation where you're sitting down and then just either in cross-legged or 90-90s and then reaching away from one of the sides. If you're in the 90-90, you would reach away from the side that the leg in the front is located. And that could be an easy side body stretch while you're holding your baby. So that is our breathing movements for this workout. Now we're going to move on to our core progression. And these are 3 different exercises that we will slowly progress over the next 6 weeks. If you choose to join us in our core progression program, you can grab the link below to the playlist of all of its videos. But the 3 exercises that we're doing is first a dead bud, a variation that we're going to advance, sideline hip abduction, and then the third one is a R dog variation. We're going to be the easiest beginning movements here today. So we're going to just need a ball, and this is just going to go between our legs. And for this week's variation, you're going to just need a bench or something to put your feet on, particularly the heels are going to be driving down into the bench to turn on our hamstrings. And then we're going to think about lifting using the hamstrings, lift our butt slightly off of the ground while squeezing this ball together. And then the upper body is really just kind of laying down, resting. I usually will put my hands where my rib cage is located to feel the expanse on my inhales. And we're going to do 10 reps of lifting the hips off of the ground, but again, turning on those hamstrings, squeezing the body together, and then thinking about our core on the exhale and our pelvic floor pulling up. So inhale. And then in between, we are dropping our butt all the way back down to the ground. And then don't forget about the ball squeeze to help with that core connection. You may already feel it in the hamstrings, even just now. And that is okay because we haven't done much movement potentially in the past few weeks postpartum. All right, and once you've done 10, we're going to move on to our sideline abduction. So this mate is the ball is going to go between our knees and we're going to squeeze this as we lift. And we're not just lifting straight up, we're lifting at like a 45-degree angle with our hips forward and up. And then when this position that we're in right now is my hips are in a 90-degree angle with my knees out in front and my torso. And then we're not going to be just relaxing in this core. We're turning on our obliques to maintain connection here in our core. Our feet could just stay together behind the ball here. And I usually just bring it back behind me because that's kind of going to be the foundation of the side body. So then we're going to exhale as we lift and inhale as we sit back. And then making sure to switch sides and do that on the other side. So again, 90-90 with the hip, lifting up on our exhale, squeezing the ball, and it's up to a 45-degree angle. You may notice when you come up that your belly may be ballsy up at the top and more like flatter at the bottom. That is totally normal because the engagement is happening on the bottom and that the top one may bulge a little bit. As long as you're not noticing the full belly curling or bulging out, that is okay. For the next movement, we're going to be doing our bird dog variation. And this is where we're just going to need a ball and we're going to put it between the thighs. Normally the bird dog, we're doing one arm out, one leg back. But for this, we're just going to start the engagement within our legs. So we're going to be in the all fours position, balls between the legs. And then we're just going to hover the knees off of the ground for our exhale. So inhale, feeling the rib expansion, maintaining connection in our core. And then exhale, lifting the knees up. And you don't need to lift the knees up very much. Maybe 1 centimeter, maybe 1 inch, and then holding for maybe 1 or 2 seconds and then dropping them down. Mm-hmm. So that concludes our workout for this week. This is week 3 of our early postpartum program. If you want to grab the full program down below, it is free and it is in the description below. This program is great for the first 1 to 2 months postpartum to start connecting with our core and our pelvic floor and begin slow movements. And if you're outside of those 1 to 2 months postpartum and looking for a fitness program to follow, check out our postpartum return to fitness programs where you can return over 16 weeks to returning to the sport that you choose, whether that is general fitness, running, military duty, or even weightlifting. And you can check out all of our offerings at mamastayfit.com and use code YouTube10 to get 10% off any of our offerings. Yeah. And thank you for watching. So if you liked this video and you want more videos like this, comment down below what topic you're looking for. And be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you can be notified whenever we release new videos. Yeah.